A very good day from myself, Devon Govender, and welcome to Speed Down Under. This is the second edition of Speed Down Under. It's a brand new selection show proudly brought to you by Gallop TV, and we're going to be bringing you all the selections and previews from Down Under in Western Australia. The main focus is Gloucester Park, which take place on the 10th of May. That is Friday. The show is recorded early, so take note that there will be updated betting as well as card changes. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to introduce trainer-driver Aldo Kodapasi, who's on the line with me today to take us through those previews and selections. Good day, Aldo. How are you doing?
Going very well, thanks, Devon. How are you?
Yeah, all good on my side. How's the weather back in Perth?
No, it's very nice. We've had some rain this week, which is very much needed, and forecast for a bit of a wet weekend, so everyone's looking forward to some rain.
Yep, I heard that things have been very dry in Perth. Aldo, apart from being a very good trainer, driver, and also a very good cook, I remember all the gourmet food that we had, but you're proving to be quite a good form study as well, because you managed to land the jackpot for the punters last week.
Yeah, we might have just got lucky, but no, all well.
Yeah, the jackpot went really well. All the first selections came through, so that was absolutely brilliant. And we look forward to this week's show. And Aldo has got a jackpot lined up for us, as well as a best bet. Aldo, before we start with the jackpot, I was going through the card and I wanted your opinion on a horse in race number 1, which is called Wave Rider, Ryan Bell being the trainer. I was just impressed with that last run.
He's a very nice horse, and he's going to go a very long way. And it's a nice even race, but we'll give him a big shake in that race. He's a very nice horse and going to go places.
Well, there you heard some confidence coming through. I really like the chances of number 8, Wave Rider. That, of course, is at Gloucester Park, race number 1. I thought it was a good last run. Travelled wide the last lap, but did really well to finish in that second position. The odds are quite short, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. So we like number 8 in race number 1. We're going to get straight into the jackpot selections. Of course, the jackpot kicks off in race 5. That slide's going to come up on screen. And Aldo's selections for the first leg of the jackpot, he's gone with number 10. That is Anachi Girl, as well as number 4, Hunting the Magic. Talk us through those two runners, Aldo.
Yeah, the first one, I thought she was really super first up, and she won well. And this looks like she's going to get a great trailing draw, and she's going to be storming home. But to finish, Hunt the Magic has got gate speed and can put herself into the race early, and probably her biggest danger. But I think that's the quinella, those two.
Well, there you heard the confidence coming through for both numbers 10, Anachi Girl, as well as number 4, Hunt the Magic. I thought Hunt the Magic was quite courageous in that last run when finishing second.
Yeah, I think she's a very nice little mare, and if nothing else, she's very honest, and she'll run a very honest race every week, and she's a horse that punters should follow because she always pops up at good odds.
And then number 10, Anachi Girl, I had a good look at that replay, was beaten by a really good horse.
Yeah, exactly, and you go back the week before, and she stormed home really well, and she won well. And I think this is going to be a very similar type of race for her. And I just don't think they'll be able to hold her off in the end. But if anyone could pinch it, it'll be Hunt the Magic. But I think, like I said before, these two will be fighting it out.
Well, there you heard the confidence, enough confidence there for number 10, Anachi Girl. This horse can definitely sprint really well into the closing stages. So just recapping the first leg of the jackpot, numbers 10 and 4. Moving through to the second leg of the jackpot, Aldo has gone with numbers 4 and 5. That is the Mickey Taker, as well as number 5, Lusaka.
Yeah, look, I really like the Mickey Taker. He's big, he's strong, he's tough. And I think he can probably just sit outside them and be too tough for them. Hampton Banner will want to lead, but he hasn't won for a while. So I just think the class of the Mickey Taker will be too good for them in the end. And if anything's going to be swooping, it'll be Lasaka late. But I think the Mickey Taker is just an up-and-coming horse and going to be a future free-for-all horse.
I thought the Mickey Taker in the last start, there was one or two hard luck stories there because he seemed to be boxed in at the back.
Yeah, and Aidan DeCampo goes back on this week, which is a massive benefit being his trainer, and he just drives him so aggressively, and the horse really thrives being driven aggressively.
Well, there you heard it. Aidan DeCampo is back aboard the Mickey Taker, so factor that into the equation. A massive, massive runner in the second leg of the jackpot, recapping those numbers 4 and 5. Moving on to the penultimate leg of the jackpot, the second last leg, Aldo has gone with numbers 1, 4 and 5. I'm going to read out that order once that slide comes up on screen. Aldo, I've just noticed the scratching of number 4 in the penultimate leg of the jackpot. So we left with two numbers here. That is numbers 5 and 1.
Yeah, I'd probably throw the 3 in now as well, that the 4's been scratched. But I really like Nicky's son. He's deserving of a good win, and this could be the race he could win. Almastaro goes pretty well, but I just think Nicky's son's due for a big win, and this could be it.
I thought that last run was very, very good. If I'm not mistaken, got going from the tail end of the field.
Yeah, he did, and he does it very tough every week, and this looks like he's just going to get a nice run off the gate and back to a mobile, which brings them all back to a fairly even playing field.
Well, there you heard it. The Aldo could have found some good value for us there in the form of number 1, Nicky's son, that could be trading at around about 8 to 1. Take note that number 4 is a scratching, and Aldo has recommended just covering up with number 3 if you want to, or you can just stay with those 3 numbers because you will get the favorite if you put in the scratching. So just recapping those numbers, 1, 4 and 5. Number 4 is a scratching. If you want to add one more, you can throw in number 3, Eva's Image. Moving on to the last leg of the jackpot, and this is a banker on the day in the form of number 7, Storm the Beach, for Katie Howlett and Chris Volk.
Yeah, look, this is another up-and-coming type of horse. I won a race on him back in January, and he really impressed me the day I won on him. And I just think he's a big green horse that's got a lot to learn about racing. But some of the sectional times he's been able to run by doing things wrong, I just think he's just going to be too good for these types of horses. He's just so big and strong, and I just think he's going to have the classes that's going to come to the top this week, and that's why I'm playing my best bet.
Well, plenty of confidence coming through for the banker in the form of number 7, Storm the Beach. You heard it from the horse's mouth. And Aldo, I thought this could be a much easier assignment for this horse, because if I'm not mistaken, the last race was in a Group 3.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. He's dropped back in class, and you go through his form lately, and this is actually a big drop back in class from what he's been racing against in all of his racing. So I just think this horse has ticked the boxes everywhere.
Well, there you heard it from Aldo. There's plenty of confidence that comes about the banker and the best bet, which is number 7, Storm the Beach. That slide is going to come up on screen, and we're going to recap those numbers for you very quickly. First leg, numbers 10 and 4. Second leg, numbers 4 and 5. Third leg, numbers 5, 1 and 4. Take note, number 4 is a late scratching. If you want to back another number up, you can put in number 3, Eva's Image, or you can just go with the exact 3 numbers. If the favorite wins, you will qualify with number 4. Then in the last leg, it is number 7, Storm the Beach, which is the best bet on the card. It's on the slide for you at the bottom, and the jackpot will cost a total of 12 Rand. Aldo, thanks very much for that insight and those previews.
My pleasure, Devon, and good punting, everyone.
Thanks very much to Aldo Kodapasi for providing us with that information from down under at Gloucester Park. Last week was 100% strike rate, and we're aiming for the same this week. If you're following Gloucester Park this Friday, we wish you everything of the best and happy punting.